Try this in the next 10 seconds. Silently say, I am building wealth instead of the usual, I'm short on money. Feel that tiny switch click on in your chest. It's more than words, it's a signal to your brain's attention network and to the universe's invisible supply storehouse. In Florence Scovel Shinn's world, the words you speak are orders you sign. Change the language, change the route under grace in perfect ways. Have you noticed? We don't just describe reality, we order it with the phrases we repeat. I don't want debt and the universe only hears debt. I never get lucky, and your mind filters for proof of that. Speak deliberately and you change the frequency. Shinn calls it the game of life. You don't win by luck. You win by playing the spiritual laws, word faith and intuition. A quick before-after so you can see the mechanism. Sarah, one of my readers, used to sigh, "It's bill-paying day." Again. For 3 days, she swapped in, "I choose to steward money in peace. I have resources I haven't yet seen." What happened? No fireworks, just sharper. Noticing a late payment email got handled. A friend referred, a freelance gig. A mischarged fee was refunded. Those things were already there. Her new words unlocked new attention. Don't say, "I need money one more time." That single unconscious sentence is locking your cosmic safe. In the next few minutes, I'm handing you the key to your own open sesame in Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit. Your word is your wand. Maybe you've done everything: gratitude journals, vision boards, hundreds of affirmations, and the balance still stalls. You're not incompetent. The issue is the identity your words are quietly reinforcing. When you sigh, "I want money," you're crowning yourself as someone without. The law of assumption doesn't answer what you want, it answers what you are. Florence calls it divine order, ever-present opening, only when you speak its language gentle, certain under grace in perfect ways. Picture Jericho's wall of lack. Every word you speak is a trumpet blast. In the right rhythm, the wall falls. If you're wondering, do I have to truly believe first before I say it? Start with what you can honestly acknowledge. A coffee someone treated you to. A bill you paid. A skill you already have. From a small true I have real feeling grows. Faith isn't the entry ticket. It's the byproduct of right practice under grace. A student of mine, Sarah, in Austin, used to mutter, "I need money." Talented and diligent, but she'd wobble at pricing and worry over bills. We changed exactly 3 things: posture, phrasing, and 1 tiny behavior. Each morning, hand over heart, longer exhale, she said 3 times, "Wealth is my natural state under grace in perfect ways." When paying a bill, I'm grateful for this service. Money circulates freely and returns multiplied. At pricing, she replaced, "Is it okay if?" With "This is the investment that reflects your outcome." 7 days later, she signed her first client at the fee she used to fear. By day 21, 2 more. By day 90, income up 48%. Not blind luck, just casting the burden. Lay the fear of lack on infinite intelligence, then speak and live as someone who already has enough. Shift from "I want" to "I am," and the brain picks a new path. The breath finds a calmer rhythm and reality adjusts. Right now, whisper a new line: "I don't chase. I naturally attract prosperity." Feel your shoulders, neck, and jaw soften. That's your body agreeing. For the next 24 hours, don't measure a miracle by the bank balance. Record 3 micro-proofs: an invitation, an idea, a timely kindness. That's divine order moving the pieces. If fear kicks up, remind yourself, this is only the echo of an old reality. I've changed my state. Coming up next, I'll give you a Florence-style 5-minute morning ritual, a tight protocol of breath mantra, and 1 value action, so you don't just speak differently, you become different. We'll walk through phrasing for bill-paying price negotiations and handling doubt, so each brick of lack loosens and the secret door to success opens in your financial life, gently, sustainably, under grace in perfect ways. Imagine a very American morning coffee in the air. Sun sliding through the blinds, your banking notification, blinking on your phone. A soft sigh slips out. I need money. Harmless, right? But repeated long enough that one line becomes a quiet declaration of identity, the person who doesn't have. In Florence, Scovel Shinn's spirit words aren't just sentences. They're spells you read to your subconscious, and your subconscious reads to your life. Life, like a mirror that doesn't know how to lie, reflects the state you claim you are. Let's start where honesty lives. Most of us say, I want more money, while our body's shallow breath, tight shoulders, quickened. Heart whispers, another story, I'm afraid of lack. Psychology calls this cognitive dissonance. Your stated intention and your identity disagree. When they clash, the brain defaults to what's louder and more familiar, usually the old identity. So even if your walls are covered with affirmations, if you speak and live from the one who lacks the world, patiently arranges scenes to keep you lacking. Why does this happen? Because the law of assumption doesn't answer what you want. It answers who you are. I want is future tense. I am is now. In Florence's language, infinite intelligence works only with the present identity. Each time you say, I want, you don't open a door. You add distance between you and what you desire. Desire itself is holy, it's your compass. But when desire hardens into a lack identity, the compass stops pointing and turns into a tether. How do you know whether you're standing on the shore of desire or have slid back to the shore of lack? Listen to your body, the most honest spokesperson you have. Do you open or contract when you talk about money? Breathe deeper or hold your breath. If the words sound positive but your body shrinks, you're still petitioning from fear. When you speak less and your body loosens, your new identity has started to sink into bone. Under the hood, your reticular activating system, RAS, filters reality to confirm who you believe you are. If your default identity is someone who struggles with money, RS diligently spots surprise bills and closed doors. Shift the identity to a wise steward of abundance, and your filter starts flagging opportunities, connections, and ideas. Things that were there all along, but hidden by the old filter. Here's Florence's subtle brilliance. She never told us to pretend to be rich. She taught casting the burden, lay the fear of lack on infinite intelligence, then speak the language of grace, gentle poised under grace in perfect ways. You're not forcing reality by changing words. You're restoring divine order, like handing the orchestra the right score so the violins naturally rise. A small story. Mark, an engineer in Ohio, used to blurt, I need money. I can't catch a break. He was skilled, but when negotiating salary or fees, he'd discount himself before anyone else said a word. We didn't swap in hype. We rebuilt identity with 3 small steady moves: posture and breath, new phrasing, and a matching practice. Posture and breath. Each morning, feet grounded, longer exhales. No shouting mantras, just I am safe to let abundance find me. The body is the gateway to the subconscious. When the body receives I am safe, the brain agrees to a new identity. Identity phrases. We replaced I need money with, I am a wise steward of generous resources under grace in perfect ways. Note, the Florence cadence under grace ends the grasping energy and opens honorable channels. Aligned practices, 1 tiny move per day that fits the identity rewrite, the value proposition, before meetings tidy the wallet, an account study a skill for 20 minutes. He didn't chase money. He became the person money recognizes. 7 days in Mark got an interview from an application that had gone quiet. 21 days in, he calmly said, this is the investment that reflects the outcomes I deliver, and his body stayed open, no begging. 3 months income up 42%. Not random magic. The mirror began reflecting who he is. You can start today with a translation kit read slowly and feel your body's response. I want to make money. I create and receive rightful value under grace. Money is so hard. Supply flows to me in divine order. I'm scared of paying bills. I'm grateful for the service. Money circulates freely and returns multiplied. I don't dare name my price. This is the investment that reflects your outcomes. There's never enough for me. In infinite intelligence, no opportunity is ever lost. To keep your mind steady, gather small proofs daily. Open a 7-day Grace Ledger note. 3 tiny signs, an outreach email, a timely discount, an idea that drops while driving. Don't despise the glitter of small light. These are the RS codes rewiring. Recording them tells your subconscious, this is evidence for the new me, and it turns up the volume on similar signals. A gentle warning. When you change your words, the old ego will push back. Check your balance. Nothing's different. Don't argue. Breathe and say, that's the echo of an old reality. I've changed state. Then take one tiny action that matches the new identity. You're not denying the bill. You're paying it, under grace, practical and clean in language. Calm action is the loudest affirmation. Try this 3-minute practice tonight to move from wanting to being. Minute 1. Body and breath. Feet grounded, inhale. 4. Exhale. 6. Whisper, I am safe to let abundance find me. Minute 2. Gentle denial. I deny any form of money fear having power over me. Minute 3. Identity affirmation. Abundance is my natural state under grace in perfect ways. I act as one who already has enough. Seal it with one, each short 10-minute action that fits the identity, a follow-up email, a portfolio, tweak, a 50-30-20 mini budget, or one quality upgrade to your service. You'll feel a precious shift, the gravity of the new identity warmth in your chest, clarity in your brow. From here, I want stops begging and becomes a waypoint for I am. We're not walking alone. Drop 2 lines in the comments. 1. One money sentence you're retiring today. 2. Your Florence-style replacement borrow from the kit above, or write your own. Come back within 72 hours and share one micro-proof, an email, an idea, or a fresh sense of ease. We'll witness for each other so our shared field becomes a bigger magnet for all. Next up in part 2, I'll hand you the key phrase that closes the door on lack and opens the door to plenty. Wealth is my natural state, not just saying it but breathing it into your voice and into each financial choice with a 5-minute morning ritual in Florence's cadence, so wealth doesn't have to be chased, it recognizes you. 5 simple words and they touch a very old resistance in us. The moment you whisper, wealth is my natural state, a small voice fires back. But my bank account doesn't say so. That isn't objective truth. That's the old ego trying to keep you on the old shore, where I want hardens into identity. Florence Scovel Shinn doesn't teach self-delusion. She teaches recognition. Acknowledge what's eternally real in infinite intelligence, then speak and act in alignment with divine order under grace in perfect ways. Why does one line carry this much power? Psychologically, 3 systems light up at once. Self-identity sets your nervous system's home base. The reticular activating system filters for what matches who you believe you are. And psychological homeostasis tries to pull you back to the familiar. Wealth is my natural state is a full system reset, said with a relaxed body, soft jaw, lowered shoulders longer. Exhale, you broadcast safety. This is natural to me. Then your filter stops hunting for lack and starts flagging opportunity, resources, and connections that were there all along but hidden by the I'm in shortage lens. Here's the Florence nuance under grace. It removes grasping, slows the hurry, and opens honorable, orderly channels. Common mistake, saying I'm rich and then behaving carelessly. Grace isn't a permission slip for chaos, it installs order. When you recognize you belong to abundance, you respect money more. You pay bills with gratitude price in proportion to value. Keep promises and do clean work. Wealth is natural is not licensed to overspend. It's a reminder that you belong to a generous order in thought, speech, and action. The 5-minute morning ritual. Florence style minute 1. On body and breath. Feet grounded. Inhale. 4. Exhale. 6. On each exhale, whisper, I am safe to let abundance find me. Safety is the first doorway into a new identity. Minute 2. Casting the burden, hand over heart. I hand every money fear to infinite intelligence. I don't carry this alone. This interrupts the do-it-by-force habit and lets grace work. Minute 3. Identity. Slowly 3 times. Wealth is my natural state under grace in perfect ways. Trade the pleading tone for a confirming one. Minute 4. Order visualization. See the wall of lack, your Jericho crack and fall with your exhale. Behind it, the secret door swings open on a bright field with the words, Divine Order. Minute 5. Matching action. Write one 10-15-minute move that fits the identity, a wise steward of abundance. Send a scheduling email. Refine your value proposition. Learn one small skill upgrade. Tidy your wallet and expense log. Don't chase. Arrive as someone who already has enough. Pocket scripts for real-life money moments. Paying bills. I'm grateful for this service. Money circulates freely and returns multiplied under grace. Pricing out negotiation. This is the investment that reflects the value and outcomes I commit to. Calm voice, slower cadence. End of month worry. This is the echo of the old reality. I've shifted state, then take one 10-minute step. Receiving money I receive with gratitude. I steward these resources wisely. When doubted, I respect your view. I'm doing my part within divine order. And no, this isn't denial of real life. It's how you hold reality without losing the new identity, handling the bill, and speaking rightly without drama. Calm action is living proof that you already have. The 7-day micro-evidence tracker. Each evening, record 3 tiny proofs you belong to abundance, a timely discount, a reply email, a conversation that opens an idea, an easier feeling when you talk about money. These crumbs are the raised letters of divine order. Touch them often and the full sentence appears. A small case study, Eleanor in Phoenix, a customer care specialist who avoided salary talk and muttered, I'm just getting by. We didn't rah-rah her. We shifted identity through the body. 90 seconds of 4-6 breathing, a hand over heart, speaking the key line under grace. We added a posture anchor stand, tall eyes, level, round tone when stating her value. Week 1, only small proofs, a compliment from her manager. Week 2, she was tapped to trial a new process. Week 3, she proposed a customer experience fix that hit measurable results. In her quarterly review, she said calmly, this increase reflects the value I'm creating. She got the raise and a bonus, not mystical fireworks, just right words, right posture, right choices. If I already am, do I still need goals? Yes, but goals become expressions of identity, not crutches for a lack story. When you say wealth is my natural state, money goals shift roles from something to chase into milestones where creative joy can anchor. You budget, learn skills, and build products not to prove worthiness, but because that's what people who already have enough naturally do, like tidying their home, saying thank you, and keeping promises. The SOS protocol. When the old ego pushes back. Stop, pause, 10 seconds long, exhale. Observe her. I'm hearing the echo of the old reality. Shift, whisper, wealth is my natural state under grace. Then take one 5-10-minute confirming action. Send an email, review your offer, tidy your wallet. Repeat until your brain learns that peace is the new safe path. Community practice your turn. Comment with 2 lines. 1 money sentence you stop saying today. Your chosen under grace replacement. E.g., I am a wise steward of abundance under grace in perfect ways. Then in 72 hours, return and share 1 small proof you noticed. We'll witness for one another so our collective RAS shifts toward plenty. From here, you've stepped onto new ground where words don't beg, they confirm. Bodies don't contract, they open. Actions aren't frantic, they're precise. Next up, part 3, we'll we'll move from chasing to natural magnetism. I don't chase. I attract wealth effortlessly. And look closer at neuroplasticity, nervous system safety for receiving, and a pricing script that sounds calm and decisive. When these two keys click inside you, you won't look for wealth. Wealth will look for you under grace in perfect ways. There's a subtle but decisive difference between desire and pursuit. Desire is the compass. Chasing is frantic feet on sinking sand. When you say I don't chase, I attract wealth effortlessly under grace. In perfect ways, you unhook desperation from your field and replace it with the quiet magnetism of grace. This isn't an invitation to sit and wait for miracles. It's a call to become the kind of person opportunity naturally seeks very much in Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit speak in alignment with law, then walk in divine order. On the psychological level, chasing broadcasts unsafe, quick heartbeat, tense shoulders, rushed voiceover explaining. Your brain hears that alarm and loops fear, control, tighter grip, backfire. Attraction broadcasts safe round breathing, clean sentences, unhurried pauses. When your body says I'm safe, your reticular activating system stops hunting for lack and starts flagging what matches the new identity, timely emails, invitations, sharp ideas. That's why I don't chase is first a nervous system practice, and only then a spoken affirmation. The no chase playbook is simple, calm, effective. Disarm the alarm. Pause, 10 seconds. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Your body is the switch. Speak the key line in a confirming tone. I don't chase. I attract under grace. Shoulders drop, jaws soft. Let silence work. Say less, say it clearly, ask questions instead of defending. Hold kind boundaries. This is the investment that reflects the outcome. When it's not to fit decline warmly, you're not afraid of lack. Do one value action. Sharpen a proposal. Improve your product 1%. Love a former client well. Attraction equals broadcasting value. Train your attention. Each night, record 3 small proofs of support. If you're worried that not chasing means passivity, hear the nuance. Grace is not laziness. Grace is order. You still send the portfolio, learn skills, and follow up. You just act from enough, not from fear. 24-hour detach, challenge. Try it today. Check your balance no more than twice. 2. Send no extra explanations beyond the follow-up you set. 3. Before any money decision, pause, breathe. 4, 6, whisper. I don't chase. I attract under grace. 4. At night, log. 3 micro proofs of your new magnetism. Someone reached out, an idea arrived, a detail aligned. Bridge 4. But I need money now. Use Florence's casting the burden. Write the exact bill. Hand over heart. I place this burden on infinite intelligence. I do my part in my right place. Grace handles the rest in right ways and right timing. Then make the call. Send the file, negotiate terms, but from peace, not panic. Often, what appears is clarity, a fair payment plan, a short-term stopgap, or simply the spine, not to discount your value. Community acceleration. Comment. 2 things. 1. One chasing habit. You retire today. Slashing price, rapid-fire messages, over-explaining. And 2. One attracting behavior you'll do instead. Clear price boundary, intentional pause. 1%. Product upgrade daily. Return in 72 hours and share 1 proof you noticed. When many witness together, the field strengthens for everyone. As I don't chase, I attract sinks into your breath. Something sweet happens, silence starts working for you. Clients think in silence. Opportunities sprout in silence. Intuition steers in silence. You stop stuffing every gap with worry and let divine order fill it gently and precisely. If not chasing turns off the alarm, embodiment builds the new house. In the next part, we'll translate these lines into a daily way of living voice and posture cues, a 5-minute morning ritual, bill paying and negotiation scripts, plus an environment checklist from wallet to calendar, so you look and feel like the person money is already finding. Simple, practical, and yes, under grace in perfect ways. If I am rewires your belief model, embodiment rewires how you live in your body and move through the world. It's not play-acting wealth. It's living as someone who is already enough, even if your bank app hasn't caught up yet. Florence Scovel Shinn always emphasizes divine order. When the inside comes into right order, the outside lines up step by step. So this part isn't more theory. It's a living framework that lets two key lines. Wealth is my natural state and I don't chase. I attract wealth effortlessly flow into every movement, sentence, and corner of your space. Remember the 3P frame. Posture. Phrases. Practices paired with the 3S spine. Sound. Space. When 3P and 3S align, you broadcast a coherent field, calm, clear, ordered. That field is the magnet of grace, of posture, your nervous system's light switch. Chasing shows up in the body, rounded shoulders, tight jaw, shallow breath, hurried steps. Attraction has a soft, strong axis, released shoulders, long neck, warm belly, rhythmic steps. Doorway. Exhale. Every time you pass a doorway, breathe out longer than you breathe in. 4. In 6 out and whisper, I am safe to let abundance find me. Repeat 6, us AX, daily, so safe becomes your default setting. Wealthy gait, plant the whole foot, no scurrying, even pace chest not collapsing forward as if the ground supports you. 60-second morning install, sit tall, warm your palms, rest them on your heart, slight smile and whisper, wealth is my natural state under grace. When the body changes state, the brain tells a different story. You don't have to force belief, the body narrates it for you. Sound. How your words carry. Florence called words a wand, but your voice is the music that makes the spell land. Half-tempo, slower, natural downtone at the end, generous pauses. That's the acoustics of wealth. Pocket scripts use immediately. Paying bills. I'm grateful for the service I received. Money circulates freely and returns multiplied under grace. Pricing and negotiation. This is the investment that reflects the value and outcomes I commit to. Short. No apology. Discount request. I understand the concern. I can narrow the scope to fit the budget. The core value remains. Silent client. I'll follow up on Friday to confirm next steps. Meanwhile, here's a similar case for reference. Skeptical family. I respect your concern. I'm doing my part within divine order clearly and with discipline. Self-talk in worry. That's the echo of the old reality. I've shifted state. Next, 1 10-minute action. Keep 3 voice rules, 1 shorter, 2 clearer. 3. Slower. Let silence work for you. Silence is the signature of sufficiency. Space your environment, calls living proof. You don't need a castle, you need order. Every tidy detail is a wordless affirmation. I belong to abundance. 48-hour environment. Checklist. Wallet and bag toss scraps and old receipts. Keep 3-4 essential cards. 1 clean flat bill as a circulation token. Desk only what serves today's value creation. Cords, notebook, and pens that actually work. Phone mute squeeze inducing alerts. Lock screen note, I don't chase. I attract under grace. Embodiment on hard days. Price pressure, breathe then. To fit the budget, we can narrow A-B. To keep outcomes, today's investment is appropriate. You protect value while offering choice. Family doubt, I honor your care. I'm operating in divine order, clear, disciplined, sustainable. Ego panic, hand to heart. This is the echo of the old reality. Sip warm water. 5-minute walk, return to 1 small action. RAG traffic light. Red, pause to breathe. Amber, choose words and boundary. Green, take a value action. Repeat until the brain lays a new groove, peace, clarity, effectiveness. No chase follow-up protocol, schedule 1. Follow-up with added value case insight, then hold orderly silence. Track proofs with numbers, log at 7, 21, 90 days. behavior metrics, on-time rate follow-ups, scheduled boundaries kept, and money metrics, revenue up, leaks down. 3-tier resistance map. Inner doubt, return to breath and key lines. Outer a bill, handle plus graceful language. Social skepticism, do the work, record results, share later. 15-minute weekly micro upgrade, one draw, one app, one process, e.g. A standard pricing email template. Community practice, turn comments into a gym. Post one environment upgrade you'll do in 48 hours, e.g. clean wallet, rename accounts, and one script you'll use this week, e.g. this is the investment that reflects the outcome. Return in 72 hours with one small proof. Each story is a brick in our collective field of grace. We glow together, no chasing. You will notice a subtle shift when posture opens, voice clarifies, and space is in order. Silence starts working for you. Opportunities respond, not because you talk more, but because you've become someone opportunity recognizes. That's the beauty of embodiment. You don't force the world, you harmonize with it. And here's our gentle bridge to part 5. True change passes through delay and the tests of the old ego. After a few weeks of embodiment, the surface may not look dramatic, yet the ship is still turning. Don't mistake that quiet for failure. Next, we'll master the art of moving through the delay, how to hold state without external proof, how to read recalibration signals, and how to reach saturation, where wealth is my natural state, stops being a prompt, and becomes the climate you breathe under grace in perfect ways. There's a delicate moment in every transformation. Inside you've changed. Outside it still looks the same. That isn't failure, it's recalibration, like a ship already turning after the captain gives the order. Your job isn't to shout at the sea, your job is to keep a steady hand on the wheel until the water parts in your direction. 4 common tests and how to pass them calmly. 1. The bank balance test. You've been peaceful for days. Then open the app. Cold numbers. Old ego whispers. See, it's all self-hypnosis. Response, hand over heart, 2 rounds of 4 in, 6 out breathing. Say, this is the echo of the old reality. I keep the wheel. Then take 1 10 to 15-minute value action call. A lead, refine a proposal. You're not avoiding the number, you're refusing to let it define your identity. 2. The bill test. A surprise bill lands, your body contracts. Response, casting the burden. I place this burden on infinite intelligence. I do my part, right way, right time. Pay or schedule payment with graceful language. I pay in peace. Money circulates and returns, multiplied under grace. Then choose one channel that brings cash flow, back skill-building proposal serving a past client. 3. The silence test. You sent a clear proposal, and then nothing. Old ego pushes message again. Drop your price. Response, use the no-chase follow-up, one scheduled check-in with added value, case, or insight, then orderly silence. Silence is the signature of sufficiency. 4. The social test. Okay, but where's the money from someone you love? Response, I honor your concern. I'm operating in divine order, clear, disciplined, sustainable. Share results later. Skip the debate now. The recalibration map. Change often shows up as ordinary shifts, tidying spaces, cleaning your wallet better, sleep less, tolerance for negative language, subscriptions naturally falling away. Don't panic if an unfun expense appears. Sometimes the system pings you to choose the new order instead of the reflexive old one. Then give your brain time to rewire with the 7-21-90 rhythm. 7 days protect rituals and language. Log 3 micro-proofs daily. An email, an opening, a calmer feeling. 21 days standardize behavior pricing. Follow-ups, spending management. You'll feel a new inertia, fewer over-explanations, more healthy silence. 90 days, measure tangible data, boundary keeping rate, scheduled follow-ups, revenue/income leaks reduced. The State Holding Toolkit, HOLD. Halt. 10 seconds, breathe 4-6. Open. Soften shoulders, jaw, belly. Send your body the safety signal. Language. Wealth is my natural state under grace. I don't chase, I attract under grace. Do 1 10 to 15-minute identity-aligned step value worry. RAG traffic light. Red, pause and breathe. Amber, choose your words and boundary. Green, do 1 value task now. Evidence fast, 24H. Check the balance no more than twice. No extra messages beyond your scheduled follow-up. No money complaints. Instead, record every tiny support. You're training your RAS to look in the right direction. 2 short delay stories. Maya Boston. After 3 weeks of practice, she lost a certain contract. Old ego yelled, told you she ran HOLD, sent a courteous thank you with a free insight, then kept orderly silence. 7 days later, the company returned. Their pick didn't deliver. They signed Maya at the original fee. Not fireworks, divine order aligning, because she kept the wheel. Andre Miami. He held his price and lost 2 leads in a week. It stung, but he stuck to the no-chase follow-up, improved his proposal by 1%, and upgraded a case study. The next week, a new client arrived, no haggling, referred by one of those lost leads. He's professional. Our budgets just didn't match. Hold order, and the wrong fit exits, while the right fit finds you. Saturation. When the affirmation becomes your climate, you'll know you've reached saturation when you rarely need the words, the behavior and tone say them for you. You stop proving, you present clearly and let silence work. You don't react to balances, slow emails, or skeptical comments. You breathe evenly and take 1 value step. You naturally tend your space, keep promises, arrive on time, cancel wasteful subscriptions like a reflex. 3 layers of resistance and what to do. Inner doubt, return to breath. Plus key lines. Outer a bill. Handle the reality. Plus use graceful language. Social skepticism, do the work. Log results, share later, no arguing. Track what matters. Language, fewer old lines per week. Body, peace score, 110 rising. Behavior, boundary keeping, rate up. Money leaks down, revenue up. Use a quick 2-minute re-enter. Grace whenever you wobble, warm water on hands. Breathe 4-6. Whisper the 2 key lines. Pick 1 small action. Resume your rhythm. 48 hours. You can run right now. Optional boost. Midday bridge. Cancel 1 leaky subscription message. 1 warm contact. Or tighten a 5-sentence service description so the outcome is unmistakable. Afternoon if-thens. If tempted to emotional spend, wait 24H. If a money email spikes my pulse, 3 breaths, 5 clear sentences. Night ledger, 3 micro-proofs. Rate each line's felt truth, 110. If 6, shrink the words tomorrow. Day 2, morning, lift your eye and 1 notch from learning. Becoming draft a fresh trio, plus or 1. Il 10-minute action before 9 a.m. Prep a money call with 5 bullets and 3 breaths before dialing. Evening list, 6 micro-proofs, plus 1 tangible result, and pick a 2-minute habit to keep for 7 days. Your turn community practice. Drop a comment with, which test you're in, balance bill, silent social. 1 the 10 to 15-minute action you'll take today to keep the wheel steady. Come back in 72 hours and share 1 small proof of recalibration. We'll witness for each other. I hold my state with consistency under grace. When in doubt, breathe, speak the line and move the 1 small step. The surface may look quiet a bit longer, but the ship is already turning. If you have come this far, something in you has shifted subtly but truly. Maybe your breath sits a half step deeper. Maybe your voice feels 1 tone steadier. Maybe your shoulders know how to fold. Close the old loops of worry. Let me whisper it back to you gently. Wealth is my natural state, and then like a second heartbeat, I don't chase. I attract wealth effortlessly under grace. These aren't spells to convince the world. They're confirmations that seat you inside divine order, where life mirrors who you choose to be. You don't need to compress yourself into anyone else. You only need to rearrange open posture, clean words, small right actions. When the inside rests in order, the outside parts like water, for a turning ship quiet but sure. The Jericho walls of lack don't fall because you shout louder. They fall because you change your rhythm deeper, breath, clearer speech, disciplined living under grace in perfect ways. Before we close today, here's a 60-second ritual to lock the new state into your body. Hand over heart, inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Murmur, I am safe to let abundance find me. Then slowly, wealth is my natural state under grace. I don't chase, I attract. Finally, write down 1 10 to 15-minute value action you'll complete today, a crisp email, a refined proposal, a 1% product upgrade. That's enough to keep the helm steady for one more day. To make sure this journey becomes practice, not just a warm feeling, use these in the next 24 hours. No chase follow-up set, one clear check-in with added value, a case and insight. Then hold orderly silence. Micro-evidence tracker. Tonight, record 3 tiny proofs that you belong to abundance, an invitation, an idea, an unexpected savings. Anchor your environment, tidy your wallet, clear your desk, rename one money bucket to divine order, under grace. Your space is a wordless affirmation. Now, a gentle invitation to raise the frequency together. Comment 2 things under this video. 1 money sentence you'll stop saying today. 1 Florence-style replacement, for example, I'm a wise steward of abundance under grace in perfect ways. Return in 72 hours and share 1 small proof, even if it's simply a calmer feeling while paying a bill. When many people witness together, your new belief has solid ground. If this message touched you, tap, like so, the signal reaches those who need a quiet breath. And if you want to keep learning the spiritual grammar of money, hit subscribe and the bell. Each week, we'll meet for a small practice, strong enough to change direction. In the next video, I'll gift you a 10 minutes a day checklist and a 2-minute bedtime reading in Florence Scovel Shinn's cadence to carry momentum from the first 48 hours through week 1, week 2, then week 4 gently. When you switch this off, the world will keep its busy pace. But inside that rush, you can pause for 1 breath and whisper, I am worthy. I have doors opening. I choose 1 small step now, then take that tiny step, then another. Small steps under grace and in perfect ways lead you to doors you thought were shut. Thank you for being here today. I'll see you in the next video, where we keep bringing words into alignment with the soul and let the soul guide money, peace, and opportunity right into your hands. Let's seal it with a simple pledge right now. I choose to keep a peaceful helm. I speak with order. I do the part that's mine, and grace arranges the rest. We'll keep opening the secret door to success without noise, without tug of war, just the right person in the right rhythm at the right time. Under grace in perfect ways.